We have some people coming on. Welcome everyone. I'm seeing some familiar faces on here. I see Jonah's face on here, always showing up. Shannon, hey Shannon, how you doing? Dana, so good to see you. Barbara, good to see you guys on here tonight. So happy to be here with all of you. Thanks for showing up. I am extremely thrilled with what's going on with the Wellness Revolution and all these people coming together and using this system and being a part of something so powerful. First of all, if you're new to the team, welcome to the team. I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight. What I would love is if you guys would turn your cameras on, because I like to talk to people and not empty boxes like we used to do with phone calls. So the people that have their cameras on, thank you guys so much for having them on. If you could pop them on for me, it'd be greatly appreciated. It makes the experience a lot better when I see heads nodding up and down. I promise you no one is staring at you, but it just makes it such a better experience if I can interact. And when I see you in the future, I can put a name with a face instead of a name with an empty box. So thank you guys for doing that for me. I really appreciate it. Listen, first and foremost, thank you for being a part of this incredible journey, you guys. You are not just joining a team. For the new people who are here, you're not just a part of a team. You're stepping into a movement that I know absolutely has the power to impact lives around the entire world. And it starts all with us. Everything that we do starts with us. And what I want to talk about at the beginning of this call, that what matters more than anything else in all aspects of life is mindset. How you manage your mind, how you manage that record that's been playing in your ears for 50 years, 30 years, 40 years, however long you've been alive. How you manage that is going to determine how many people follow you, how many people want to follow you, and how many lives that you will impact. The way you show up for this business, you guys, is going to determine exactly how fast and far that you grow. Now, listen, some of you got 2-3 jobs. Some of you have 10 businesses. And you only have a little bit of time. But the way you show up for this business every single day, even if it's an hour, if it's 30 minutes, if it's an hour and a half, however long it is, if it's your full-time gig, it's going to determine how well and how fast your business grows. And this is the cool thing. If you weren't an entrepreneur before now, listen, I've been an entrepreneur my entire life. Since I was 12 years old, I figured out how to hustle, how to shovel sidewalks, do a paper route, be a caddy, mow yards, wash cars. Because my dad always told me, we don't have enough money for that. I used to try to scrape up 4 quarters to go play video games back in the 80s at the bowling alley with my parents' bowl just to entertain myself. And then I figured out, hey, I can make money. I know how to make money. And this business, if you haven't been before, you're an entrepreneur. I set up an LLC. This business has all the write-offs in the world. This office you see me in, I write this off of my income taxes. My gas, my fuel, my food, everything that has to do with this business. You are an entrepreneur. But being an entrepreneur is just a title. But what it really means is you're building something real, something with a real purpose. This is your guys' business. It's not my business. It's not David's business. It's your business. So you got to treat it with the seriousness, the consistency, and the heart that it deserves. And how you start off is you got to learn everything you can about this business. Now, they say the best way to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. The best way to learn about this business and take your business to the next level is one step at a time. Making sure that you have an intentional, consistent process to learn about this business and be a master of this business, even if it's just 15 minutes a day. Learn everything you can. Now, we provide really powerful resources. Being a part of the Wellness Revolution, we have a website, wellnessrev.org. Justin and Evelyn will drop it in the chat. And I'm going to talk a little bit about it tonight. We have training. We have a school platform. And I just suggest spending 10-15 minutes every day, even if it's just when you're going to the bathroom, even if it's just when you're on the treadmill. Doesn't matter, 10 to 15 minutes a day. All right, that Wellness Rev is a wealth of information. I'm going to go to it in a little bit at the end of this. But just take the time to go through it, play with it. You can't break it. Because what I know about being an entrepreneur, what I know about being a parent, what I know about being a husband, is that knowledge will create confidence in anything that you're doing. And when you have confidence, that will drive momentum. So the people that show up, I see a lot of people show up consistently to these calls. Now, the thing about this business is we're all in our little silos, right? We work from home, we're on a computer, we join some Zoom meetings, and you kind of forget that this business is massive and what you can actually do with this business. So showing up for these trainings and being a part of this community is something that's really, really important. But what's even more important than that is getting the people in your organization and the people that they bring into their organization, the people that they bring into their organization to come to these trainings, to go to the website, to know that the tools exist. When we first started in this business 8 years ago, first of all, I thought my wife was nuts. I actually thought she was an idiot. That's what I thought. And then I realized I was the idiot because she made $1 million in 5 months with no employees and no overhead. And I had all these businesses and I was making about 10 to 15% profit and had to manage a bunch of headaches. But we didn't have a system. We didn't know the business. So we had to learn. And that's what we're giving you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. All you have to do is use the super powered Ferrari that we've created and let your team use that so that you can spend your time doing what's most important, and that's building your business. Not coaching, not teaching, getting people into the system. And showing up to the trainings, making sure you go through the website. Now listen, I understand life gets in the way. And you can't always attend live. I know, there's meetings I miss. Because this is going on, that's going on, something with the kids. We're traveling. But watch the replays. Every training that you watch is a step forward in your growth. Every call is a chance to sharpen your knife, to sharpen your tool, to sharpen your skills, and build belief in this business. Because belief is everything, you guys. This product is not just another supplement or a gadget. It's not. This technology, this device, I call it a device. I don't call it a patch. I don't know about you guys, but I call this a device because it is a device. This device is going to change humanity. You must believe that. And when you truly believe that, sharing will become natural. Now, they call this business direct sales because we're selling directly to our network. We're network marketing, direct sales. What I call this business is direct sharing. I don't sell anything. All I do is share. And when you believe in something so passionately, it's very natural to do it. And then your passion is contagious. And then you share with everyone. You plant seeds everywhere you go. And here's the best part. The coolest part of this, guys, is this community. You're not doing this alone. We've created a system. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to reiterate that over and over and over. Just follow the one that's proven. Invite people to opportunity calls. We have opportunity calls on Tuesday and Thursday every single week in English and in Spanish. We even have opportunity calls for Europe at 2 o'clock on Thursdays, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So invite people to those opportunity calls. Attend those opportunity calls so you can learn how to give an opportunity call. There's my upline, Sarah. She is amazing at doing the opportunity calls. She just had one last week, and I'm trying to learn to better it so that I can talk more about this product in a better way. I'm still learning, and you should still learn. Use the tools, leverage the team, and when you do that, we all rise together. My wife and I have said this, and I want you guys to feel this. We are here for something bigger than ourselves. We went to church yesterday, and the pastor was just, talking about signs and how, God has a plan for you. But we think we have a plan for God, right? We're always asking God to do certain things for us. And it was a great message because we left a company a year ago. My wife was making $250,000 a month. But we believed in this so much. We believed that this was bigger than us. We believed that we could impact human beings' lives and change human beings' lives from a health standpoint and from a wealth standpoint. We knew we had something in our hands. We knew it was something special. We knew it wasn't just about selling. We knew it was about transformation. It's about being a part of something that was special, something rare, something that the world desperately needs, you guys. There is such a divide in the world right now. In the United States of America, there's such a divide, and we need to bring people together. And we truly think that this is something that's going to bring people together from a health, wealth, community standpoint. All right, so I want to walk you guys really quickly through the back office. Now, on our website that I'm going to show you guys in a minute, we have onboarding. And everything that I'm going to show you right now is in 1 to 2 minute videos, so you can direct people over there. But I'm going to show you very quickly the very, very most important things that I want you to know about the back office. Now, I see some familiar faces. People are in the business. So you guys know this stuff. But what I want you to know from this training is in the back office, there's tools that you could direct people, and you don't have to do it. When people ask questions, send them to the website and say all the answers are on there. But watching this right now, you're going to know better. So I'm going to share my back office with you guys really quick. Let me log into it. All right. So, how to update your profile, which is the most important thing you want to do. As soon as you sign up in this business, your name is going to be up there. You can see that our name is Wellness Revolution LLC. We have our setup in a corporation. We have training on the platform of why you should set up as an LLC, how it protects you, how you have all these tax write-offs, and what the reason is. But you click on this right here, and you're going to click on Change Settings. And then it's going to pull up your back office. These are all the tabs you're going to want to go through and update. You're just going to go through each one of these tabs, hit edit, and that's going to update your profile and set your website up the way you need to. That's the first step that you need to do, okay? Then, how do you change legs? This is a binary compensation plan. Right now, our compensation plan is based on having a balanced organization, meaning one side's not heavier than the other. So when you enroll people, that means you need to put one left, one right, one left, one right. So when someone's signing up, and you have someone sign up, you're going to go in here on this profile, account settings, down here. And the second thing is, where is your binary placement? Strongly outside, don't ever click that. So if you were on left and someone signed up, you're just going to click build right, and it's going to change it. Okay? It's that simple. Then someone comes in on the right, you're going to go back, click build left. This is under your profile, just Wellness Revolution, change settings. Okay? That's where that's at. Now, also, something that's really, really important, you guys, is your monthly subscription. Because it's a binary, if volume comes in from your upline or someone that they signed up at upline and they're below you, all right? So if they signed you up and then they signed someone else up on that same leg, they're below you. You get credit for that volume that's coming in on that leg. Now, you get paid on that too. But if you're not active, you cannot get paid on that. Now, there's a couple ways you can be active. You can be active with your PV, meaning what you personally buy. You can be active with what your customers buy. But what I would say to you is this. Do not depend on other customers, because if they don't buy next month for some reason or their credit card declines, you could lose a lot of volume on one of your legs that could potentially pay you a lot of money. And we don't want that to happen. We don't want you to go inactive and you lose your volume. So if you did not sign up with a subscription order when you signed up, if you click on this button right here, monthly subscription orders, it's going to pull it up, and you're going to see our monthly subscription order is $502 what we spend. Okay, this is what we get every single month on our subscription order. If you don't have anything that pops up here, then you need to go to store, and you need to go to patches. We should call that devices. And then you're going to click on the X39, okay? Once you click on the X39, it's going to bring this up down here, and it's going to say add to monthly subscription order, okay? Now, to stay active, you have to have at least one. To get paid, you have to have at least two, okay? So if you get to a 1-star manager, 2-star manager, you need to make sure you have two. Now, it could be glutathione and X39, it could be carnosine and X39, but you got to have at least 2 sleeves of patches to get paid, okay? You just change the quantity here, and then you're going to click add to monthly subscription orders. Super easy. Now it's going to say patches have been added to your auto order. Not exactly true, okay? You have to go in here and go to your cart up here, and you have to check out, okay? Once you go through that process and check out, then you're just going to want to go back in and make sure that it showed up. Now I want to tell you something about subscription orders. Whenever you signed up, just make sure you do it for 29 days after you signed up, just in case it doesn't go through and you had a big month and you're going to lose that activity. All right. And then after that, it's going to come every 30 days and you have nothing to worry about. Okay. Subscription is really, really important for that. All right. How do you find your enrollment link? Really important. Okay. On our platform, we also have training with this, and we also have training on how to set up boards in your phone, which is all it is a keyboard that pulls up all the things that are important with LifeWave that you could send out with a link very, very quickly. I'm not going to get into that tonight. All that training is on our platform on how to set up boards, how to set up ManyChat, how to set up and use ChatGPT to do story. All the things you need from a technological standpoint are there, okay? But to find your enrollment link in the back office, you're going to go to Organization and click on Enroll New. All right, Global Enrollment. I'm not a robot. Join now. And this is your link right here, okay? That's your brand partner link. For now, go in, copy paste that, drop it in notes on your phone, so that if anybody ever asks for your link to sign up, you can just go to your notes, copy paste, and text it to them. All right, that's going to get them right into your link. Now, if they just want to be a customer, you're going to go down here to the preferred customer program, click on that link, and when you click on that link, it's going to pull up your customer program. You're going to copy and paste that link, save it in your notes. That way you have your customer link and your brand partner link, okay? Commissions. How do you check commissions, okay? Very simple. You go into commissions, click on commissions right here, and that's going to pull up all of your commissions, okay? This is what we've made so far today, the first day of the month. But you could go in here and you could click through all these totals here, okay? Every single check that you've ever gotten, that's where you check your commissions, okay? Now, how do you upgrade your package, right? So let's say you sign up with Core and you want to upgrade to Advanced Plus or Advanced Premium, right? To get more patches at that wholesale price because you're starting to give out patches more. You go in here to store. If you, like, we're already upgraded to the premium pack, right? So down here below sales tools, it will be upgrade package. And all you just do is click on that and then you can upgrade. Now you can only do this one time. Now you can upgrade to Advanced and then upgrade to Advanced Plus and then upgrade to, and the only thing you do is pay the difference between those packages. But that's how you upgrade your package, all right? Resource tab in the back office. Another valuable tab. You're just gonna click on this. What I tell people to do is just go through all these tabs and watch the videos and read the stuff. 10, 15 minutes a day. Become the master of your craft. Understand all the technology that's there. Education, this is gonna be around compensation. I would click on that, go through these compensation documents. Again, the more you learn, the more you know, the better you are in this business, okay? Now, I wanna talk to you guys about the hardest part about this business. This is where most people fail in the first 90 days of their business. And I wanna help you be successful in the first 90 days of your business. Okay? The hardest part about this business is talking to people consistently and getting into a conversation. Now, we have this thing on our website called the 2-10-1. And that methodology is for anybody that's part-time. Now, if you're a network marketer, you could quadruple this number if you want to. But if you are new to this business or you have another job, you could talk to 2 people every single day. Easy. It's a 20-minute process, 10 minutes each. And I'm going to talk to you and teach you how to do that right now. Okay, that's 10 people a week. If you do that, you're going to sign up 1 brand partner and 2 customers every week, averaged out, right? Maybe this week you get no one, but next week you get 2 brand partners and 4 customers. But if you're consistent with this, what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot better about talking about this business. But you got to be intentional. I'm going to teach you how to be intentional in a minute about this, okay? It's called the 2-10-1. Now, I want you to think about these numbers for a minute, okay? If I get 1 person a week to sign up, that's 52 people a year. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, but that's 9 people that told me I don't want to do this, and that's crazy. That's a lot of rejection. And I would agree with you. It's a lot of rejection. But I would tell you, don't concentrate on the 9 no's, because the 9 no's are just not now. I have a 100% close rate in my brain because at some point you're going to do this business with me because I'm going to follow up with you until you do. And I'm going to talk about how to follow up in a second. But that one yes, that 52, if you can duplicate that with people that you bring in, if you can duplicate those with that 52 people, you get them into the system, and let's just say they only do 26 in a year. They do one every other week on average. They talk to one person every day. Okay? That number in the first year becomes 1,352 people in your business in a year, which is about $200,000 in volume a month, which is a 3-star executive in our business. The 9th rank in our company in 1 year, if you're consistent. Now, take it to the second year. You have 1,352 people, and if you can get them to come into the system and talk to 2 people every single day, or one person, half, and they get 26 people, that's 35,000 people in your organization. Now, when people say that this business doesn't work, they just don't know how to work the business. And it's not large numbers. It's just being consistent. So 35,000 people in this business is $5 million of volume a month. It's $60 million a year. That's going to pay you upwards of $25,000 to $45,000 a week in this business by the second year. That's what's possible if you're consistent and if you're disciplined. All right? So I want to teach you how to get into that conversation with people. But I want to teach you first what not to do. What you don't want to do is start the conversation off with the business, the device, and what you're doing. You don't want to throw up on people about how amazing this business is, how amazing this device is. In the first few minutes of the conversation, you don't want to do that. Because now you're a salesperson, and now people will run away from that. You don't talk about it being a network marketing business. Now, if people ask me if it's I tell them it's a direct sales compensation model. The only difference is we have a patent. We're kind of like a monopoly. There's no one that competes with us, which is something that you want to be a part of. But I don't run away from the question, but I don't throw up on them at first. I don't talk about how amazing the comp plan is and how much money you can make right away. Because most people live in a space of, if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. So I don't do that. But what I do, you guys, this is the magic. I open up the conversation with leaving people with themselves. Now, what that means is what my grandfather taught me when I was 14 years old. And that is, if you leave people with themselves, they like, they trust, and most importantly, they listen to you. But if you don't leave people with themselves, and I was like, well, how do you do that? And he was like, you know everything about them and they know nothing about you. And I was like, how do I accomplish that? And he was like, with good questions. And good questions are just asking people about their personal life, about their hobbies, about their family. And the most important question that you can ask people is about their identity. And their identity is what people do for a living. Most people don't get the opportunity to talk about that. But you have to be inquisitive. You have to be authentic when you're getting into the conversation. If I know them, I just ask them if they're still doing that. If I don't know them, I'm going to ask them what they do for a living. And then when they tell me what they do, I'm just going to ask them the next question is, how long have you been doing that? Wow, you've been doing that 4 years. You must really love it. Tell me one thing you love about it. And they're going to tell you, more than likely, they're going to tell you they don't like anything about it. And then the next question I ask is, well, listen, if you could change one thing about your job, what would it be? And then people will tell you, I wish I had to work so much. I wish I made more money. I wish I had to work on the weekends. I wish I had to work so many hours. I wish I had to travel so much. They're going to give you all the reasons in the world, and you have something that can solve all of those problems. But I don't jump in and tell them that I have their solution. Because what happens after I get into that conversation and they trust me, now they're ready to listen to me. And their question to me always is, well, tell me what you're up to. And that's when you have to have your 30-second commercial ready. And you have to practice this. Now, yours is going to sound different than mine. But my 30-second commercials is very, very simple. I'm in the stem cell business. This device has changed my life more than anything has ever changed my life before. Listen, every statement when someone's listening, you have to have a hook. The hooks are, I'm in the stem cell business. Stem cell business, It's changed my life more than anything has ever changed my life before. Now, most people make the mistake of talking about their testimonial. And I would challenge you to say that your testimonial, if it's one or two things, is a minority testimonial. Now, I've had people share their testimonial of they had a concussion and it helped with their concussion. They had MS. They had Parkinson's. They had a slipped disc. Well, most people are not dealing with that. It's a very small minority of people. Now, I do mention mine, but I mention it at the end after I've talked to them about the 6 things that this patch has done for me. And the first one being what most people are dealing with is this patch has changed, this device has changed my life more than anything's ever changed my life. I have more energy at the age of 52 than I've ever had in my entire life. I wear a Whoop. I track my sleep and I'm sleeping better than I've ever slept in my entire life. I have no pain in my body whatsoever. I'm an athlete. My mental clarity is insane. I used to forget where my keys, my wallet, my phone is. No more. I've reduced the inflammation in my body, and also I've heard a lot of people being able to control their weight. Oh, by the way, I used to wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom every single night. And after one day of wearing this device, I haven't woke up in the middle of the night anymore. It's crazy what this thing is doing for people. And that's my testimonial. That's what this is doing for me. That's the business. And then a lot of times if I don't get a reaction, I might follow up with, tell me what you know about stem cells. Now, I haven't said anything medical. I haven't said anything scientific. You guys don't have to talk like a doctor. Matter of fact, if you're a doctor, it's going to take you a lot longer to learn this business because you're going to overcomplicate it. I promise. Don't overcomplicate it. But I'll ask people, what do you know about stem cells? And I give them a fact. Did you realize that between the age of when you were born and 30 years old, that 50% of your stem cells are dormant in your body? That's why we see a lot of athletes after the age of 30, their careers decline. They get more injuries, it takes them a lot longer to recover. But this is the crazy thing. Between the age of 30 and 60, by the time you're 60, 95% of your stem cells are dormant in your body. And stem cells are there to keep you healthy. They're there to keep you young. They're there to keep inflammation and disease out of your body. And we don't have them there to help us. That's what this device does, is help stimulate those stem cells in our body. And at that time, most people say to me, how do I get it? And what I say to them is, it's the easiest thing. You can get it one of 4 ways. You can either buy it retail for $150 a month, which is about $5 a day, but nobody really does that because you can get it wholesale for $99 a month, which is about $3 a day. Or I could show you how to get it for free. If you refer in 3 customers, you can get a $100 credit, get yours free every month. Or you could become an affiliate like me. And I've made it my social responsibility to share this with every single person I come in contact with, and the company compensates me for it. Which one sounds most appealing to you? Now, I like to meet people where they are, not where I want them to be. I would love everyone to be a brand partner in this business. But when I talk to people, they might not be at that place. I want to get you in my orbit. If I have you in my orbit and you're a customer, I can convert you over to an affiliate, or I can convert you over to getting your devices for free and you referring customers in to me. But I want to meet people where they are, not where I want them to be. And that's what happens. Now, I told you 9 people are going to tell you no. Every time someone says no to you, all you have to do is just put them in your cell phone based on the conversation you had. I'm going to show you. This device right here, my friends, is a lead management system. And it's called a calendar. I'm just going to go into my phone. Let's just say I got off the phone with Lola. And Lola said, yeah, I'm busy right now. Or, I just, maybe follow up with me. Or, it's not my thing. I'm just going to push this little button on the side of my phone right here. And I'm going to say, Siri, if you would put on my calendar 60 days from today to follow up with Lola. We talked about her kids starting homeschool. We also talked about a vacation, a cruise she's getting ready to go on. And I also want to follow up with her about this device and see if she's ready to either become a customer and or a brand partner. And I'm going to release that button. It took me...
Follow up with Lola, we talked about her kids starting homeschool. We also talked about a vacation cruise.
And
She's
now
getting ready
it's
to go
created on my
I also
calendar.
want to follow up
I didn't
with
have to
her
write
about this
anything down.
device
And in
and see if
60
she's
days,
ready
it's
to
going to come up on my
become a
calendar.
and/or a parent partner.
And I don't have to think about it. In 60 days, I'm going to follow up with her. Now, the way I follow up is really, really important. Okay? I don't follow up with her about the device. I don't call her and talk about the device. I follow up with her and talk about the personal things we've had in the conversation. And then she's going to be like, hey, tell me about that stem cell thing. How's that going? That's when I have to have my second 30-second commercial ready to say, oh my God, Lola, I don't even remember what I told you. But whatever I told you, just multiply it by 1,000,000. It's like, it is helping so many people. It's crazy, the testimonials. And the people that have started this business, they're doing exceptional well. I mean, we have a monopoly. There's no device like it in the world. And this thing is just crazy. I'm so excited about it. I can't even stay calm when you ask me that question. But don't ever follow up with the device, because if you do, they're never answering another call. But have a system to put them on your calendar, and then you're going to follow up with them in 60 days. If they're a customer, you're going to put them on your calendar and follow up with them and see how they're doing. And either upgrade them to free or upgrade them to becoming a brand partner. If they've sent 10 customers in. Now, the other thing is, to do with this is people thinking about, oh, who am I supposed to call, or people on your chicken list. I'm going to show you this, and I did this in Orlando. And I call this game the slot machine game. And if you can't think of somebody to call, I just want you all to pull up your phones right now, and I want you to go to your contacts. Okay? I have, how many contacts? 3,075. Okay? And I'm just going to scroll. I'm just going to scroll, and I'm going to stop. Oops. Let me see. Let me try that again. I'm going to scroll. Stop. Angel. Not even sure who that is. But you know what? I'm going to call Angel tomorrow. And I'm going to say, Angel Thomas, how are you doing? And he's going to be like, no, this is not Angel Thomas. But like, this is Jay Atkins. This is not Angel Thomas. Hey, Jay, how you doing? This is such and such from Allstate. Oh my God. What are you up to? We haven't talked in so long. What have you been up to? You have a family? He's going to tell me about his kids. No, I don't have a family. Dude, what are the hobbies you're doing right now? You playing any golf? You playing paddle? Oh, what are you working? Oh, I'm over here. How long you been there? Wow, you must really love it. What do you love about it? I'm getting into the same conversation. The same conversation with everybody, you guys. That's what we do. We just get into conversation with people. The magic in this business is conversations. Nothing happens without it. If you're not finding a way and you don't have a strategy to get into conversations, you're not going to win. DMing someone, WhatsApp messaging someone, Instagram messaging someone, Facebook messaging someone is not going to win in this business. You got to have a conversation. You got to have connection. That's what's really, really important in this business. All right? So, the main thing that I'm going to tell you guys need to do is you got to patch people. You got to give away patches. You got to put the patch on them. You got to give them instructions that they got to wear it 12 hours on, 12 hours off. They got to drink half their body weight in water. Because we know within the first week or two, 75% of people are going to have something that happens. Within 90 days, 97% of people are going to have something that happen. We know that for a fact. We're all here because it happened to us. All right. That's how we get into conversations with people. Now, the comp plan. We have training in school. We have training on the website under compensation. They're 2 to 3 minute videos. Kyle and I broke things down in very, very simple terms for you guys to understand that. We have all kinds of documents that I'm going to show you in a minute to go through and understand the compensation plan. This is what you need to know about the compensation plan. If you do the 2-10-1 and you recruit people and you're consistent with it, you're going to make good money. Period. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time. My wife, we're not allowed to talk about in this business, happening unlimited income, or, you know, all the terms that they don't like us to use, right? And my wife, you know, used this term in another company that she was with, financial freedom. And she's like, but financial freedom is not what you think, or not the way that direct sales doesn't like to use this word. What I mean by financial freedom is you have the freedom to make as much money as you want. Now, that means whatever you put in, you get out. Right? There's no one telling you when you have a job and you get paid. When I was in the Air Force, it didn't matter how hard I worked, I made the same amount of money. If I worked harder than everybody else, I didn't get promoted faster. I didn't make more money. If I was at E3, E4, E5, I got paid based on time and grade. If I go to the job, yeah, maybe I get a promotion if I outwork other people. And I got to work 2 to 3 times harder than everyone else. But when you're an entrepreneur and you own your own business, you have financial freedom, meaning whatever you're willing to put in, you're going to get out of this business. Now, the cool thing about this business is other people, as you recruit and build your team, are working when you're sleeping. And you build up an income off of people that are doing things and not just all being you. So financial freedom means you get out what you put in. What are you going to put in? What do you want this business to do for you? Now, I want to show you guys really quickly the website, and then I'm going to go some Q&A. Let me see here. So this is the Wellness Revolution. As you can see on here, recently we merged with about 8 or 9 teams. We had an event and people saw this, and you can see in our logo, we have all the different teams that are represented in our logo. So a lot of people in direct sales, you know, they just want to have one team and fall under that. And we just saw the power in unity. I love unity. I love bringing people together. We have a lot of really smart people. We have over 150 years of experience in this business on this team. And so we decided to come together as one under the Wellness Revolution. And this website we created, it's free. Everything on here is free. All the resources are free. You will never pay for anything on this website. You can use everything on this website. But I just wanted to show you some really, really important things here, okay? So onboarding is the most important thing. The reason it's first is because it's the most important thing. How you start your business is how your business will finish. And so if you click on the onboarding tab, all this stuff on the top is important. These are all the chats of everyone that we have. This is all of the Zoom meetings that we have. We're updating this now, but anything that you need for any meeting, so, you know, tomorrow is the 3rd. This is the opportunity calls in English and in Spanish. You're just going to click on that, and she's putting all the links in now, right? We just figured out all the Zoom things so that we could be under one Zoom, but you're going to be able to go in here just like this, and the Zoom link is going to be right there. All you got to do is click on it, and you're in the meeting. We're still going to send it in the chats. We're going to still send it out in WhatsApp. But this is your resource to find all the meetings and the times that you need to go in. And all you have to do is go in and click on the link, and you're inside the meeting, okay? And then training modules. These are just, like I told you, the 1 to 2 minute videos of everything that everyone needs to know when they first start the business. How to set up e-wallet, how to upgrade your kit, accessing your back office, how to track your orders. All the really important things. There's 2 to 3 minute videos in here and how to do all of that, right? So that's why we want you to share this with everybody, because this is at their fingertips. You don't have to depend on you to do this, okay? Then, let me see. Let me go back here. Sorry. So there's an 8-step launch plan. I recommend going through this. This is the most important things for the foundation of your business. It's all within this 20-day business launch system, okay? All you have to do and have your people do is the first day that they start, they go in here and they click on day 1. They're gonna go in here and watch these 6 videos or 5 videos. They're gonna click on this, it's gonna take them out, and they're gonna watch this 2-minute video, okay? And then they're gonna go through the next step, the 20-day launch system. It's gonna explain it. Their back office. This is how they save their personal links that I just showed you. And joining the school, that gives them access to all of the training in the school system. Then day 2, they do this. And this was set up for everyone to spend 15 minutes a day. And by the end of 20 days, They have every single tool that they need to be successful and know where everything is. And by day 5, they're already talking to 2 people a day. Okay? We've taught them everything that they need to know to go out and have that conversation 5 days after they started. Now, it took me about 3 weeks to talk to my first person because I was trying to learn everything. I was trying to pull pieces from different people on how to figure this business out. That's why we created this 20-day launch system. We have to get everybody into this so that they have everything that they need to be successful. Now, our school platform, you could go directly in here and sign up, or when you go to the onboarding tab that I was just in and you go down there and click on day 1, it's going to take you to the same place. Join school. They're going to go in and they're going to join right here. It's very, very simple. They'll get approved within 12 to 24 hours that they come into this system. Okay? So very, very, very easy system. Now, the comp plan, like I told you, all the training is right here. All the documents are right here. Our community tab, we're going to recognize people on this community tab, but our book club is in here as well. You could join that book club. We meet every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. We read 15 pages 5 days a week, which is 75 pages a week. And then we discuss it on Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. You're welcome to join those Zoom calls and be a part of the book club. It's really just an accountability group. And then we're going to also, all the books that we read are, this one, there's one we're currently reading right now. But every book that we've ever read, it will take you directly to Amazon and you can buy it right from there. Okay? There's no affiliate links on our website whatsoever. This is all just for your use. Now, there's testimonials here. What I would ask you is this. The more testimonials and the more high impact testimonials that we have on this website, you can share those with customers. Okay? Now, if you want to do a testimonial, you're going to reach out. Justin is going to put his contact WhatsApp in the chat. If you want to share a testimonial, he'll get on a Zoom and record it with you, and we'll send it through compliance to make sure that it's compliant. We have nothing on our website besides everything has been approved through compliance. You can use any of this stuff with anybody and never have to worry about it not being compliant. But if you would share that with Justin so that he can get on a Zoom, we'll have more testimonials on here to share with people because testimonials are what really sells. The wellness regimen. This is and we're going to add more on here, but this is my wife and I's personal regimen every morning. What we do every morning, why we do it, meditate, grounding, sunrise walk, weight training, our patch protocol, what we do every day. They're short 2 to 3 minute videos. And then these are all the supplements that we take with the patch. Now, I explain what each one of these do and why I take them and how long I've been taking them. You can go in here and you can see that these supplements are here. Again, no affiliate links. If you click on it, if there was an affiliate link, you would see something up here. This is the direct website. I don't want to try to make money off of people. I just want you to use what I'm using because it's been working. So you can go in here and buy and get your supplements of what we're using if you want. And you can share this with whoever you want to share this with, okay? As well as on here we have the Whoop. You can go in and get a Whoop, which I track and measure every single thing that's on here. And then our resources. This is a massive, massive thing for you guys. All of these documents are downloadable. I wouldn't print them unless you really, really want to. I mean, they're digital assets. You can email to people, but there's a lot of brand partner guide. This is when someone signs up, you can change it to your picture. You can make this how you want to make it inside of here. But all of these resources, just go through them. There's so much information here for you guys to use and also share out with your brand partners, your prospects, whoever it is. Last but not least, we have some technology on here that we use, and it's called I Decide. Okay, this is not, it's not our technology. It's another company's technology. Basically what it is it's a presentation. If someone says they want more information, you can look on the website. It's an interactive technology. So here's I Decide right here. It's an interactive technology that sends out a link and it puts the person's name, the date, the time, where they're located when they open it, and they could go on their self-guided tour what information they want to learn more about. The cool thing is it's $199 one time, and whenever you send it to someone and they open it up, it's going to send you an email and it's going to send you a text and let you know that they opened it. It's going to send you a reminder text to follow up with the person, and it's going to tell you exactly what they watched. It's just a great technology that you can use to send out to customers. It's very, very professionally done, and it's compliant. And that's what's really, really important, is that things are compliant inside of the system. So that's our website, that's school. The best thing you can do is go through it. What I would tell everyone, if you've been here a year, if you've been here 2 years, go through the 20-day launch system yourself. So that way you know exactly what you're referring out to people, and you'll probably learn something in there as well. So go through the 8-day launch plan, the 20-day launch system, go through that and spend 15 minutes a day. And by the end of those 20 days, I promise you, you're going to want to make sure everyone goes through that. All right. That's all I have. I appreciate everyone being a part of this massive, massive movement. What I like to do at this point is, if anybody has any questions on all the stuff that I covered, remember this call is recorded, so you can go back to this call tonight, and also all of our Monday calls and our Thursday calls are recorded. We don't record testimonials and we don't record opportunities, because if somebody says something that's not compliant and it's put out there on the internet, we got to make sure that that doesn't happen, because we got to protect the company, you guys. So does anybody have any questions that I can help you with? The recording will be on YouTube, you guys, on our YouTube channel, which you can go to the website and get it on our YouTube channel. Right on the top, if you click on the top here, our YouTube channel is right here. You can go there and they're uploaded there immediately after. You can see all these calls. As soon as we do them, all the calls are uploaded. Any questions? You guys can unmute. Please, I'm here for your resource. Use me. Take advantage of me.
Hey, Jay, Kent Shaw from Denver. How are you?
What's going on, my friend?
How you doing?
I'm doing amazing.
So this was fantastic.
It's a little cold. I can't really say that to you being in Denver, but in Miami, it's like 38 degrees, which feels like it's 38 below zero for Miami weather.
Last weekend, just this last weekend, we're in Marco, the same way. I thought, what is up with that?
I know.
More in Denver than it was Marco. Hey,
Yeah.
I love the way you tell people there's 4 ways to buy it. They can buy it retail, but never do that. Wholesale for $99. And then what was your third one that you did?
You can get it for free. I can show you how you can get it for free.
Okay,
And how you get it for free is, if you refer 3 customers in under your customer link, you get a $100 credit, so you can get your patches free every month.
That's fantastic.
And people like free stuff. That's why I always use that option, because people like free things.
Yeah.
So I can get it for you for free, so there's no cost out of pocket.
They just have to refer 3 people.
They have to refer 3 friends, family, neighbors, whoever they work with. If you refer 3 people over, you get it for free every month. It's worth $100 a month, but you can also get it for free if you refer 3 people in. And that's just my segue to, if they refer 3 or 4 or 5, I'm like, what are you doing? You're going to be an affiliate. Now, the reason I use affiliate, you guys, is because affiliate is a term that everyone understands. You're an affiliate on TikTok. You're an affiliate on Instagram. You're an affiliate with, IKEA or whatever it is. When you share your link out, they pay you, right? Like those supplements I showed you, I could be an affiliate with them. And every time someone bought, I would get paid. But then it would not make it legitimate, right? People would be like, the reason you're referring to this is you're getting paid. So I just tell people affiliate, and they understand, like, why don't you be an affiliate? The company's going to compensate you. You're referring so many people, and you should get compensated for it. And then that's how I have the conversation to get them into the brand partner. But again, meet people where they are, not where you want them to be. And you'll have a lot more luck.
Well, thank you. That is really outstanding. This is such a fantastic system you have put in place that is really his pure goal. So thank you very much.
Thank you. So you were in Destin, right?
I was, yeah.
That's right. I noticed. I recognized the Navy hat.
I had the Indiana sweatshirt on. Remember?
Yeah, and you guys won.
We did? Oh,
I know.
That's good to know.
It was amazing.
Thanks.
You guys didn't win. You dominated.
Well, I don't know. Miami was a tough team.
They were a tough team, but you guys still. You guys through the playoffs. You guys played so well. You beat my alma mater, Ohio State. So that was. I did not expect that. So
I didn't either, but we were glad to do it. So,
yeah.
Thanks again, Jay.
You're so welcome. Thank you for coming. Anybody else? We got 5 minutes,
Hi.
you guys. Go ahead.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, Shannon.
Hi, I'm super echoey for some reason. Anyways.
You know what? You're echoey because of me, because I don't have headsets in. So.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, wait, I can't hear you. What?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Um, so you know when you said when you follow up, what if the person literally reached out to you and said, "I'm interested in these patches. Can you send me information? Tell me all about it." So you do that, and they're like, "I'm gonna look it over." Your follow-up can't be like, "Hey, how's the baby?" Because we didn't talk about that. They literally asked you about the patches. So would your follow-up be, "Hey, are you still interested in the patches? Did you read the info?" And then if it's like not yet, then how many times do you follow up before you like become a pain? You know?
So that's a really really good question, Shannon. So when I follow up with people, they didn't tell me to send more information. They just said, I'm not interested, right? That's going to be most people, that are going to do that unless you patch them, right? Now, I don't patch people typically. This is just business 101. I don't typically patch people if I don't feel a good energy and they're interested, right? I'm not going to say, well, I know you're not interested at all, but I'm going to give you some patches anyway. You're wasting your money, right? I don't do that. Now, if they're interested and I patch them, the way I follow up with people that way is different. And so it's a great question. I will follow up, but I don't go right into the patch right away. All right? Because if that's the only reason you call, they're not going to pick your phone up. So I'll just be like, hey, how you doing? How you feeling? So when I say how you feeling, right, without me saying in the patch, and then they're going to be like, oh, yeah, those patch things are making me feel good. Oh, yeah, I wasn't even asking about that, but they're making you feel good. That's amazing. Right? So that's the way that I do it. Because I just don't want to be that sales guy. Right? So
right.
I'll tell you, at the gym, I patch a lot of people at the gym.
You do.
At the gym all the time. I mean,
You just stick a patch on them. You just
no. I talk to them. I just ask them, a lot of people are walking around the gym. They're on their phones. They look tired, and I'll just go up to them and be like, "You look tired today." Yeah, man, I didn't sleep good last night. I'm like, man, let me tell you something. I got something that's going to change your life more than anything has ever changed your life before. And when you make that statement, people are like, "Tell me." And I'm like, I'll waste a patch. I take extra patch at the gym. I'll waste a patch and I'll take my patch off and I'll be like, this device has done things that I never thought possible in my life. And then I'm into the conversation, right? So I'm already into the conversation with them about the device. Now, if I've patched them, when I go up to them, I'm not going to go up to them and talk to them about the device. Okay? I'll tell you.
So wait, you have some patches. You said, hey, can I patch you? You stick it to them. How many do you give them? A week?
I give out 10. I give out 10 patches because I want them to give them to their wife too. If I'm at the point where I give them patches, I got the sleeves with 10 in it, right? So I split three. I split a pack up into 3, and what I do is I open the pack, the little envelope. I open it in front of them. I take the sticker off myself and I patch them and I say, "Can I show you where you need to put it?" And I put it on them myself. And then I turn around and say, "Hey, listen, the 2 most important things about this device are this. You have to wear it 12 hours a day, every single day, and you have to drink at least half your body weight in water, in ounces in water. Okay, if you do that, you're going to see some remarkable things happen. Now, this is the other thing that's really, really important. Okay, if you get a slight headache or you feel sleepy, that means you're not drinking enough water. As soon as you drink water, it's going to go away instantaneously. The reason you're getting that is because these devices make your body go through a detox. It's getting rid of the bad stuff out of your system. And the only way that it can leave is going to the bathroom, either going to pee, going to number 2, sweating, or breathing heavily. So that's the only way that you get rid of toxins in your body. So you need to make sure that you're drinking water so that you're going to the bathroom and getting rid of those toxins. And that's how I do it. So to your second question you asked me was what? Remind me. How do I follow up?
Okay, before I go to the second question, at that same time that you patch them, do you give them your contact info? How are they going to get a hold of you again? You might not see them the next day at the gym.
Yeah. So I do 2 things. I usually, if they have an iPhone, I go contact. I get their phone because it's really, really easy. If you guys aren't using that, it's the best way to transfer numbers. And you just hit share, you get their contact, they get their contact. Then I put it on my calendar to follow up with them. Okay, so I don't forget, right? And then the other thing I do is I ask them for their Instagram, and then I give them my Instagram.
Oh,
okay, because Instagrams is your business card.
Okay.
Hold on a second. It's your business card. So I would recommend on your Instagram that you're doing good things and you show your personal life some, right? So that they see what kind of person you are. Because that's what I do. When I meet someone, I go to their Instagram and I can tell if they're a good person or not. based on what they're posting on their social media. And so then what I tell them is, hey man, I'm going to follow up with you in 3 to 5 days just to see how you're feeling.
Right. Okay.
And that's what I do. When I patch somebody, right? If I'm in a conversation with somebody, I don't tell them I'm going to follow up with them.
Right.
I just get their Instagram. And then on Instagram, I reach out to them. Now, if I've called them in my phone and I got their contact, I'm just following up with them in 60 days because I built a relationship with them. So there's multitudes of people that we meet. Most of the people that I deal with are not strangers. Okay. So I usually don't get into a conversation with somebody about the patch the first time. If I'm in the sauna and someone sees the device on my back, they're going to ask me this: Is that a glucose monitor?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Okay. So what I say to them when they say, is that a glucose monitor? I'm going to say, I'm never going to be a diabetic with this device.
Ah, smart.
And they're like, what do you mean with that device? I was like, you haven't heard of this stem cell device?
Okay.
I thought everybody knew about this. Oh my God. Really, dude, you're missing out. Dude, this thing has changed my life more than anything's ever changed my life before. Like, I have more energy. I have no pain in my body. I have mental clarity like I've never had before. No inflammation in my body. I'm sleeping better than I've ever slept. My weight management is insane. And by the way, I don't wake up. Do you see where I'm going, you guys? It's the same thing every single time. And then they say, how do I get it? Oh, that's the easiest part. 1 of 4 ways. Which one sounds most appealing to you? Right. And then that's just how I'm getting into the conversation, you guys, every single time.
Okay, and then if you don't know the person and you didn't patch them, it is actually a person a province away. State for you, province for me. And they're like, they reached out and like, I'm interested in these patches. The only way to follow up is be like, hey, like, you reached out. Sally, I don't know who you are, but let's go, you know?
Wait, so tell me the scenario real quick.
So like a person that you don't know reaches out, says, hey.
Reaches out through where?
Instagram, mostly.
That's not a conversation. So how are you going to get into a conversation with them?
You're going to tell me. Okay,
tell me how you would think you would get into a conversation with them.
Well, I get every time that someone's reached out and said, hey, like, I'd like to have more information about those patches. I say, okay, here, I'm going to send you a link of information. I'm going to reach out to you in 3 more days after you've read the info. See what you think.
And how effective is that?
It's not.
Okay. So how about if you did this? How about if you said, you know what, I would love to jump on a 10-minute Zoom call with you and just kind of give you a little information and show you what this device does. Because again, DMs are not effective, you guys. They're not. Right. I mean, they're a funnel. When they come into my Manage chat, they come into my DM, they're a funnel. They're in my system. Now my goal always is conversation. Because you cannot sell this device unless I'm having a conversation. Now, the reason I said a 10-minute Zoom, do you think it's going to be a 10-minute Zoom? No, it's going to be like 20 or 30-minute Zoom, probably, because they're going to have questions. But if I told them a 20 or 30-minute Zoom, do you think they're going to say yes?
No.
No. Right? And sometimes I say 5 minutes. Hey, if you could jump on a Zoom with 5 minutes, I can explain it to you in a few minutes and see if it's for you.
Okay. And it has to be a Zoom, or can it be like a FaceTime? Like, lots of people don't use Zoom.
Yeah, you could do FaceTime. Yeah. You could do FaceTime. You could do a phone call, like whatever. Give them options. So the reason I lead with Zoom, do you know why I lead with Zoom?
No.
Because people like and trust and listen to you when they see your face. When they see you on the phone, they don't know who you are. You could be a mass murderer, right? But when they get you on a call and they're like, oh man, that girl's really nice, I can connect with you. Right? But if they can only do FaceTime, that's fine. If they can do WhatsApp, FaceTime or whatever you call it on WhatsApp, like, I'm going to give them options. But the thing that I want them to do is that I want them to trust me, right? Okay. I'm not trying to hide behind a phone. I'm not a telemarketer. I'm not over in India, trying to sell them from a big, huge center, a call center over there. Like, I'm an actual person, human being that's just like you. So just try to get them in there, because what most people on Instagram are doing, Shannon, is they're trying to send them information. And it doesn't convert. I mean, this is the thing. They're not watching the information that you send them, I promise you. No. They're not looking at anything that you send them. Because you're probably sending them a link, and then they look at that link and they're like, this person's trying to like steal my information. I see. Right? So we're sending a link, they're like, I don't want to click that link because this is a scam.
I see.
So it's not going
Okay.
to convert. So that's why I'm like, hey, let's just jump on a 5-minute phone call. I'll show you. Or if you want to jump on Zoom, you can see my face. You don't have to have your Zoom on. I always tell people this. I just want you to meet me. You don't have to turn your camera on. I don't care. But I just want you to see who you're doing business with or who's teaching you this. Right? That way it just legitimizes everything. If they only want to talk on the phone, cool. But just make sure if you're on a phone call, you guys, this is really, really important. Your energy has to be way higher than you think is appropriate. Okay? Because if you take your energy to a high level, it's going to be just the right. Like if you're on a phone call, you're like, hey, so how you doing? You know, like, yeah, let me tell you about this patch thing. And they're going to be like, oh my God, like, you know, let's pick up the energy. But if you're like, hey, my God, it's so good to have you on the phone. Listen, what questions can I answer for you?
Yeah.
You know, and then hey, let me tell you a little bit of information. You're going to do the same exact thing. But what you're going to do when you get in that conversation is you're going to do what? You're going to leave people with themselves. How do you do that in the first 5 minutes? Hey, just tell me a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do for a living? How long you been there? What do you love about it? What would you change about it? Right? Just get to know people because then they're going to like and listen to you. And that's what's really important. It's the same thing over and over and over again. But meet people where they are. If they just want to do a phone call, cool, I'll do a phone call. No, not a problem. If they want to do Zoom, I'll do a Zoom. You want to do a FaceTime? I can do a FaceTime. I can do anything, whatever you're most comfortable with. But get them into a conversation. It's the most effective way for this business. Because this is not like a shampoo. This is not makeup, right? This is a device that needs to be explained in a few minutes. But don't tell them it's going to take 20 or 30. It's going to take 5 minutes. And then if you go 15, it was on them. They asked questions. And now you have them in. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, it's 8:07. I got to wrap this call because we have an interpreter on the call. Thank you guys so much. You guys are so amazing. Make sure if you ever see me that you come up and we have a conversation and we build a community. And understand this, you guys. You guys have a lottery ticket in your hands. A literal lottery tickets. And you get to determine how much that lottery ticket's worth. Remember what I told you in 2 years what's possible. You could be a 3-star presidential in this company in 2 years by just getting one person a week to sign up in your business and having them duplicate that by 50%. That's what's possible. That's what's possible. And I don't care what's happened in your past. I don't care if you've been in this business before and you failed miserably. What I'm telling you now is all those failures, all the things that didn't work out in the past was preparing you for this very moment right now to go out and do something special. We have a device that is an amazing device that David Schmidt created, and it is our social responsibility to go out and share this with as many people as possible. And not only are you going to change their life, but you're going to change your life in a big way. You guys have a great night. We'll see you on the next call. Thank you for showing up tonight.